Welcome to Good Goodbyes, the Funeral Facts podcast. We are really glad you found us. In this podcast, me, Simon, a funeral director,
and me, Tina, I'm an independent celebrant.
we will discuss all things funeral in an informal space to demystify what happens when we say goodbye.
Based on your questions and queries, Si and myself are two industry professionals that are going to chat through the hows, whats and wherefores. We actively work in the funeral industry in Devon in the UK. So, we hope you enjoy the episode ahead. Welcome to Good Goodbyes. Hello, welcome to Good Goodbyes. This is Tina, and I'm on my own this week because Si is very busy with funerals in January. But I just wanted to hop on and just let you know what's coming up in the future, and also to remind all our listeners that there is an incredible back catalogue of 77 episodes or thereabouts. And you can listen to brief episodes that Simon and I have done about everything from what to expect when you talk to a minister or a celebrant or a funeral director, to what are tributes, what's a eulogy, what do you need to know about coffins and orders of service. And also, alongside all of those specific topics, we have got some fantastic guest episodes, over 24 guest episodes so far for you to listen to, with a really broad range of people talking to us. It's so hard to pick people out, isn't it? We've got episodes about the kind of trees you can plant for your people once they have died and you want to give them a tree of remembrance or a resting place. We've talked about scattering ashes, about being a female funeral director. We've talked about being a grave digger, being an embalmer with our guests. A lovely guest episode from Sophie from Willow Coffins, talking about all of that. And also conversations about pet loss, childhood bereavement, and grief and loss from all sorts of points of view. We've also had some heartfelt episodes about death by suicide and a couple of charities, Sob and Pete's Dragons, who came to talk to us last year about their amazing work. So much. We've talked about death doulas with Bernie and wind phones and grief. And you can even pick up an episode about swearing at funerals. So there's a lot there, depending on the time that you have and your personal needs. And at the end of the day, this podcast was set up by Simon and I after a conversation we had about the fact that people do not have enough information at the time when they need it to talk about and think about planning a funeral. So it is a space in which conversations about death and dying and what happens afterwards are perfectly okay to have. So we hope that you find it useful, and we are always really interested in what our listeners would like to hear from us. You know, there are going to be lots of fantastic episodes ahead. We're having an episode next week from the Dead Positive CEO, Kirsty. She's talking to us about that organisation and what it does. And also we're going to have Aura Flights come on and talk about ashes and taking them into space. And then we've got fireworks and ashes, that conversation coming up with one of our guests about that, and also digital gravestones, just to give you kind of a bit of a flavour of what is ahead. But if you're a funeral industry colleague and you want to come on and talk about something, please do reach out. So in the year ahead for Good Goodbyes, I hope you keep on listening. Please do share and subscribe and like and do all the things that really help a podcast rise to the surface, so lots and lots more people who need it can find it. That's all for this week. Take care of one another.
You've been listening to Good Goodbyes, the Funeral Facts podcast. Please do like, subscribe, comment and share. Drop any questions on our social media, on Instagram, or in the text option in the show notes.
Si and I are qualified professionals, but we always advise our clients to seek any additional support from medical practitioners if they need to. And we hope you enjoyed this episode. Stay well and be kind to one another.